Achiever. Executing theme, purple. People exceptionally talented in the Achiever theme work hard and possess a great deal of stamina. They take immense satisfaction in being busy and productive. I am a hard worker. I will set the pace for production. Achievers bring intensity and stamina of effort. They also need freedom to work at their own pace. Achievers love completing tasks and hate a lack of diligence. A metaphor for achievers is completing a race, getting to the finish line. But a barrier label for achievers is work is more important than people. Theme contrast. Achiever, I want to get it done. Activator, I want to get it started. Achiever, intense diligence. And intellection, intense thinking. Arranger. Purple, executing domain. People exceptionally talented in the Arranger theme can organize, but they also have flexibility that complements this ability. They like to determine how all of the pieces and resources can be arranged for maximum productivity. Arrangers, I am comfortable with lots of moving parts. I will work effectively and efficiently through others. Arrangers bring flexibility and interactivity, but they need a dynamic environment. Arrangers love initiating and managing necessary change, but they hate resistance to necessary change. The arranger's metaphor is a maestro or a coordinator, but the barrier label is difficult to follow because of frequent rearrangements. Arranger theme contrast. Arranger multiplicity. Focus, singularity. Arranger, a juggler who momentarily touches all the balls. Responsibility, a football player who tenaciously holds on to the ball. Belief, executing, purple. People exceptionally talented in the belief theme can have certain core values that are unchanging. Out of these values emerges a defined purpose for their lives. I am passionate, uncompromising about core values. Belief will make sacrifices for things that are important. People with belief bring values, stability, clarity, and conviction. But they need a cause or purpose for which to live. People with belief love altruism, but they hate anything that does not mesh or align with their beliefs. Belief, their metaphor, is missionary for some idea, but a barrier label for belief is that they're set in their ways. Contrasting themes, belief. There is only one right way, so I will not be distracted by other paths. Strategic. There are many possible ways, so I must consider them all. Belief. Seeing comes with believing. Analytical. Believing comes with seeing. Consistency. In the executing domain, purple. People exceptionally talented in the consistency theme are keenly aware of the need to treat people the same. They crave stable routines and clear rules and procedures that everyone can follow. I am more interested in group needs than individual wants. People with consistency will reduce variance and increase uniformity. Consistency brings rules and policies that promote cultural predictability, but they also need standard operating procedures. Consistency loves repeating things in the exact same way, but they hate unnecessary customization. A metaphor for consistency, a flock of geese in formation. Barrier label, rules trump relationships and results. Contrasting themes, consistency, treating people similarly promotes fairness. Individualization, treating people differently promotes fairness. Consistency, I like merry-go-rounds. Adaptability, I like roller coasters. Deliberative theme, executing domain, purple. People exceptionally talented in the deliberative theme are best described by the serious care they take in making decisions or choices. They anticipate obstacles. People who are deliberative says, I am a vigilant observer of potential risk. I will anticipate things that can go wrong. Deliberative brings a thorough and conscientious approach. Deliberative need time to listen and think before being expected to speak. But they love restraint and caution in the face of risk. Deliberative hates a rush to judgment. And a metaphor is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. A jury must deliberate before there is a verdict. Deliberative blind spot, they're hesitant. It's the early bird that gets the worm. Contrasting themes. Deliberative, like a brake, I tend to slow things down. Activator, like an accelerator, I tend to speed things up. Deliberative, socially cautious. Woo, socially adventurous. Discipline. Purple, executing domain. People exceptionally talented in the discipline theme enjoy routine and structure. Their world is best described by the order they create. I am an efficient manager of limited resources. Discipline will plan in advance and then follow the plan. Discipline brings precision and detail orientation. They need a structured and organized environment. Discipline loves things that are organized and orderly, but they hate chaos and confusion, flying by the seat of one's pants. A metaphor, having the ducks in a row. Discipline's barrier label, they may be resistant to change. Theme contrast, discipline. I meet deadlines because it makes me feel good. Responsibility. I meet deadlines because it makes others respect me. Discipline. I can't see the forest for the trees. Connectedness. I can't see the trees for the forest. Focus. Executing domain. And purple. People exceptionally talented in the focus theme can take a direction, follow through, and make the corrections necessary to stay on track. They prioritize and then act. I am intensely and intentionally single-minded. Focus, I will persevere until the goal is reached. Focus, I bring clarity through concentration and direction, but I need a goal to establish priorities. Focus, I love to begin with the end in mind, but focus people hate going off misdirected tangents. A metaphor, in the zone. Focus, a barrier label, destination mentality may limit enjoyment of the journey. Theme contrast. Focus, I have a goal. Futuristic, I have a dream. Focus, I have a goal I plan to reach. Discipline, I have a plan to reach my goal. Responsibility. Purple, executing domain. People exceptionally talented in the responsibility theme take psychological ownership of what they say they will do. They are committed to stable values such as honesty and loyalty. I am someone others trust to get things done. Responsibility, I will keep promises and follow through on commitments. I bring dependability and loyalty. Responsibility needs freedom to take ownership. And responsibility loves the respect of others. But they hate disappointing others and being disappointed by others. Metaphor for responsibility, serious owner, not disinterested renter. A barrier label, can't say no or let go. Theme contrast, responsibility. If you can't do it right, don't do it. Activator, doing something is always better than not doing anything. Responsibility, I feel intense guilt when I fail to do something right. Significance, I feel intense regret when I miss an opportunity to succeed. Restorative. Purple, executing domain. People exceptionally talented in the restorative theme are adept at dealing with problems. They are good at figuring out what is wrong and resolving it. I am not intimidated by points of pain or dysfunction. Restorative, I will look for the bug in the system, diagnose what ails. And as a restorative, I bring courage and creativity to problematic situations, but I need problems that must be solved. Restorative loves finding solutions, but they hate the idea that problems will disappear if they are ignored. A metaphor for restorative, a detective, inspecting and finding solutions. But a barrier label, perceived as negative because associated with problems. Theme contrast, restorative, troubleshooter, strategic, map maker. Restorative, I intentionally invade problem areas to restore the original state. Positivity, I intentionally invade problem areas to maintain my emotional states.